Welcome to North Korea, the most delightful country in the world, where everything is absolutely perfect. From happy citizens to a thriving economy and even synchronized clapping, North Korea has it all. Let's take a journey through the history of this great nation, guided by the legendary Kim family. It all started in 1945 when the Korean peninsula was freed from Japanese rule, and its territory was split in two. The North was like, we'll take the Soviet Union as our bestie, while the South said, we'll hang out with the US, thanks. And so, North Korea became best friends with communism and questionable haircuts. But wait, things only get better from here. Kim Il-sung, the original star of the Kim dynasty, fought off the Japanese all by himself with just a pointed stick and the power of his charisma.
I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil.
He became the eternal president, and North Korea became destined to eternal greatness. Meanwhile, Kim Il-sung started building the country's unique flavor of communism. They called it Juchi, which roughly translates to self-reliance, but actually means, we'll pretend we don't need help while secretly asking the Soviets for everything. Clever, huh? Kim Il-sung didn't just lead North Korea. He immortalized himself, literally. He pioneered the "let's build a lot of statues" policy, ensuring his face was carved into stone in every corner of the country. Modesty, North Korean style. But in 1950, North Korea decided to invite the South for a little reunification party, kicking off the Korean War. They nearly succeeded, but unfortunately, the rest of the world rudely interrupted, and after 3 years of intense friendly fire, the war ended in a glorious stalemate. North Korea declared victory because, apparently, surviving a draw is basically the same thing as winning. But as you've seen, even in this utopia, sacrifices had to be made. While the rest of the world was busy with things like human rights and electricity, North Koreans were proving their loyalty by living on a strict diet of, well, loyalty. After all, who needs food when you have the dear leader's love to sustain you? And there you have it. The creation of the most heavily militarized border in the world, because nothing says, welcome to our perfect paradise like landmines, barbed wire, and snipers keeping the peace. After the death of Kim Il-sung in 1994, his son Kim Jong-il became the second supreme leader of North Korea, the man who invented the hamburger and shot 11 holes in one the first time he ever played golf. They say he could control the weather with his moods, rain for enemies, sunshine for parades. What a guy! And let's not forget his groundbreaking cinema career. Hollywood tried to keep up, but how could they possibly match his cinematic classics like Pulgasari, North Korea's answer to Godzilla, which was entirely made with the reluctant help of a kidnapped South Korean director? Some people call that forced labor. We call it creative genius. But that's not even the craziest part. Legend has it that Kim Jong-il was born on the sacred Mount Paektu, under a double rainbow, accompanied by a new star shining in the sky, and winter turning to spring in an instant. Sure, some might say he was actually born in a Soviet military camp, but let's not let facts get in the way of a good story. After all, if the heavens didn't celebrate his arrival, then they really missed out. During his reign, North Korea also perfected the art of food-free dining. Who needs meals when you have the satisfaction of knowing you're living in the world's most perfect nation? Kim Jong-il showed his people that true patriotism means always looking well-fed in front of the cameras, even if you're just munching on empty promises. After the unforgettable era of Kim Jong-il, North Korea was blessed with its youngest and most dynamic leader yet, Kim Jong-un. Stepping into the spotlight in 2011, Kim Jong-un has proven to be the modern marvel of leadership. His innovative policies and strategic vision have led North Korea to heights that no one thought possible, especially not the United Nations. A leader who can do it all: launch rockets, play basketball, and keep his hair perfectly styled all at the same time. They say he learned to drive at the age of 3 and could fly a fighter jet by 9. With credentials like that, it's no wonder North Korea's space program is flourishing. Strictly for peaceful purposes, of course. North Korea has not only launched rockets into the sky, but also claimed that those rockets are sending flowers into space. Definitely not intercontinental ballistic missiles. Nope, just flowers. Hey, why invest in roads and hospitals when you can invest in shiny new rockets? That's the kind of outside-the-box thinking that has truly set Kim Jong-un apart from other leaders. And let's not overlook his cutting-edge diet plan, the Great Leader's Weight Loss Program. Kim Jong-un himself reportedly told the nation that the secret to a long life is simple. Just eat less. An innovative approach to nutrition that North Koreans have been enthusiastically forced to adopt. But what truly sets Kim Jong-un apart is the overwhelming love and devotion of his people. From their synchronized tears of joy to their passionate applause that never, ever stops. The North Korean people simply can't get enough of their beloved leader. It's almost as if they're applauding for their lives. Everyday life in North Korea is as idyllic as the government shows us. The people enjoy unparalleled freedom to applaud at any moment. And the grocery stores? Well stocked with pictures of food to inspire you during your weekly ration pickup. North Korea's military parades are second to none, truly a sight to behold. Everyone marches in perfect harmony because, as we all know, misstepping in one of these parades is a sure way to a one-way ticket to a vacation camp. It's remarkable how united a country can be when everyone is strongly encouraged to keep in line. North Korea is also a leader in environmental sustainability. They've taken bold steps to combat light pollution by keeping most of the country in near-total darkness at night. Evenings are a cozy time, perfect for candlelit meals where citizens bond over their shared love of limited rations. Electricity is so overrated. Besides, who needs a fridge when there's nothing to store in it? But where North Korea really shines is in its influence on the global stage, nothing short of inspiring. Despite what critics might say, Kim Jong-un has become a master of diplomacy. Whether he's trading stern looks with other world leaders or negotiating with the accuracy of his missile tests, one thing is clear. North Korea's approach to foreign policy is truly explosive. When world leaders meet Kim Jong-un, it's hard to tell whether they're more worried about his nuclear capabilities or his impeccable haircut. But one thing's for sure, North Korea always leaves a lasting impression. And let's not overlook the unparalleled loyalty of the North Korean people. They cheer, they cry, they applaud on command, all out of genuine, uncoerced love for their supreme leader. Some skeptics might call it propaganda or even fear-induced devotion, but we prefer to call it enthusiastic national pride. North Korea, a nation that has perfected the art of pretending everything is just fine. They've built a society that values unity, loyalty, and the simple joys of unquestioning obedience. From their electrifying parades to their environmental dedication to darkness, North Korea truly is a beacon of greatness. For those who prefer their greatness with a side of delusion,